Hold on 1 second. I'm hop right back in. Hold on 1 second. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me see. Am I live? Am I doing it live? Am I doing it live? Yes, I'm doing it live. Bob Pound Max, shout out to you. I see you just joined the Patreon too, good brother. Do me a favor. You should be able to see the Patreon list there, but if you don't, inbox me on Twitter, and then I will send you a playlist. I got some for the stuff that's on the Patreon. I got a whole bunch of new stuff. You know what I mean? So you say he'll be back with another show. You're gonna have I got the staff sitting by. Hold up, we're gonna have an entertaining show today. As always, just trying to get the as you guys come in, hit the like button. As you hit the like button, type your name so we can shout you out. You know how we do, shout you out. Live streaming events. I'm sorry, I'm coming 1 second. Live streaming events. Type your name. We're gonna shout you out. You said please read something. I'll come back to it. I couldn't see it, bro. Live dashboard. I just gotta change my. Nope, not that. Let me go back out. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, fellas. Also, shout out to you guys that were swinging by the site. Like I said, we're running a special thing. You know, you. Out. Let me hit the like button. Let me hit the like button myself. I got one dislike already. Jesus Christ, it just started. Hold on 1 second. Am I logged in? I don't even think I'm logged in. Over here. Hold on 1 second. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna go. Let me hop in here. I don't know. Thought I can be able to edit it, but I can't. But hold on 1 second. Let me hop in with everybody else. But like I said, we're running something right now. Here we live. We're running something right now. Like I said, for those that have been rocking out with the site, make an account, leave a comment for those that are I guess the most active on the site for the month. We read the comments. Let us know what you think about the articles. You know what I mean? You leave a comment and give away a free game or a $60 point card, which would be easy either for Xbox Live or PSN. Way of us saying thank you. What's up, the finest? Trying to holler at you too, boy. Way of us saying thank you. And hold up, I just seen somebody's name right quick. Where my man at? Where you go. My man Playbox. When I say my man got the illest setup, bruh, my man set up something serious. He a Star Wars fanboy. Everything all white. Right? See, if it ain't white, it ain't right. If you don't mind, bro, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post one of your pictures and shit as my background, if you don't mind. Yeah, my man got it ill. I need to show off my. I got a bunch of new stuff. You can't see my background anymore because of the green screen. Somebody was asking me to see my setup again. I ain't really got nothing too fancy, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, that's just slick. But like I said, as you got my man who's 22, but as you guys come in, type something, hit the like button. We're gonna shout you out. We got some great topics for today's show. I need somebody to look at the chat because I'm about to go up and start tweeting out. I'm not gonna be able to scream. Mo, somebody.
I got it. All right, so we got. Let's go from the tippy top. Bob Pound Mac. Yo, we got Lay. We got the real Colito. We got Joe Henry, Tyler Martin, Rafe the Emperor, Yusha, Antoine Trimble, Panda Mark, Sound 217, Rakuda Rec PVC, Pumpkin Queen, Heath Stevens. What's up, Heath? Yohira Hanma, Ice Beyond, Playbox, NYT Music. What's up? And M Dolphin Fan. What's up? Ortez Bailey, Noel DeJesus, Meg Dave O, Miss Fee, Proto, Prince Angel, the finest, Phantom Kraken, aka Joe Hansel, Spider Silver 147. We got Velvet, Lulu, Holsey 22.
Who else?
Kieron Williams, Rain G4, King Reaper, what's up? And Two-Face, Matt Jack, yo, he said World of Warcraft from console. And Jonathan Kinsey. Yeah.
Hey, Kinsey, what's up, baby? I need you, man. I need that subscription back on Twitch. I'm struggling. I'm back at it, though. What's up, Kinsey? You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. Let me go here. J-Tech.
Hey, what up, Nico PBG?
Nico, what's good, bro? Let me see. What am I heard from that?
Vaughn Lamont.
Vaughn, what's up, boy?
Legos right now.
Tyrone.
Real Legos.
Hey, we might got a new Tyrone. Buck might have been Tyrone all along. Going from
last
night.
Shit.
That's all we know. Last night Buck was in red form. Buck name ain't Buck no more. Buck is AKA Buck Rogers, AKA Buck Nasty, AKA Young Butt, AKA Butt, AKA Buck was bugging. Hey, I'm gonna drop the link to the clip. Hey, that's why I be telling you guys. You guys gotta come over on Twitch, man. You never know what the hell you gonna get, man. Jokers be drinking at night, saucy. Said freaks come out at night. Buck was bugging. I listen. I ain't want to mess up the
everything in the
yeah. If I ain't want to mess up the ass for the show, I will play the video live. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to everybody. Like I said, that you guys come in, hit the like button. We're gonna have some fun here today.
Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. My bad, Floyd.
That's my brother. It's my brother Floyd.
I only got half a good eye and shit, man.
Yeah, shout out to my brother Floyd Mayweather. Shout out to him. It's my dude, long time supporter. Appreciate it, man. Also, too, shout out to None of Your Business. I don't know if she in here yet. I want to give her. Make sure I give her a special evening.
Buck was doing an Indecent Proposal 2020 style, man.
I don't know what Buck was on, man. Buck was on something else, man. But hey, yo, Buck.
With your boy Vaughn.
Hey,
Proposition Joe.
Hey, yo, Craig, let me tell you something. Hey, your Buck fit then. Buck and Chew FN. Buck will say, nah, that's what happened when you hang around white people all the time. I'm like, what happened?
He said, sometimes you drop to your knees.
Shit, when in Rome, be like the Romans. I'm like, Buck, what is you talking about right now?
See Vaughn's in there doing that shit right now.
Hey, bro. He said, Vaughn was like, damn, just listen to his voice is all slurred. Buck been drinking. I said, man, why did I just drink cappuccino, MC Lifestyle? I didn't know what was going on last night.
Jing-a-lang.
Yeah, for real. Again, I'm gonna repeat myself again. For those you know, we got a site, shameless plug. But like I said, for those that are the most active on the site, leave comments. Let us know what you think about whatever articles these guys write. Call them out. You know what I mean? But those are the most active, like I said, on the site. We are giving away either $60 point Xbox or Steam, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Stadia, Google points,
whatever you want. You want Amazon with $60, you know what I mean? We're just saying thank you, and like I said, and supporting us. Appreciate it, you know what I mean?
I got some Walgreens coupons I can get.
There you go, my man got some, you know what I mean? Some Pepto-Bismol discounts, man.
Yeah.
For whatever, you know what I mean? The way us saying, thank you. But like I said, you guys come in, hit the like, but I can't see none of that. But I'm going to drop this link right quick. And know what you call it. Let me see, right click, copy. But as like I said, as the room is filling in, I can't see. But as the room is filling in. Moss, what's going on with you, good brother? Everything cool, steady?
You know I'm doing 9 shows a day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Moss
half a good eye.
Moss, my ain't line, ambulance drinker. You slip and fell? Yeah, that's Moss. Moss on the scene.
Every day I get on the computer, I see like 5 little things.
Hey, Moss, what is what is the secret to your success? What do you just cut these videos at night? Like, what the hell's going on the go?
Yeah, I was sharing it. What I do, bro, is see YouTube on this. It's on some stuff. So
some BS.
I do premieres. I do like several videos at once. And if there's, like you said, Z, if there's cutting news, I'll get up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll chase the ambulance and I'll cut that real quick. And I might move another video to another day. You know, if there's more prevalent news out there. You know what I mean? So
I ain't gonna lie, you very professional, brother. If I had your work ethic and maybe your skin complexion, you could kind of find out boss is a white man, right?
Hey, his Twitch is looking pretty good.
You were surprised with yeah.
When he's playing that Borderlands 3, man, it's like
tell him, Buck.
I seen the stream, right? I was watching it when I was in therapy today. I watched 20 years older. But that's the question: how do you stream? What do you use?
I use OBS.
I understand OBS, but you're using Google Stadia, right?
Yeah, I'm using Google Stadia, so it's a web browser, bro. It's looking like that off a web browser.
Through a video capture display?
Nah, bro. Just I do a display capture.
Hey, so let me ask you again. So, do you use Streamlabs or OBS?
Streamlabs. I use Streamlabs.
You gotta help me get my screen capture back popping because I gotta use display screen. What's that? I gotta use display capture. My shit won't work for me. But,
hey, Velvet Lulu, I appreciate that, man. We trying. We got some big things coming. And just to Z's point, you can see us when we're streaming on the Broadband Bully site. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go to the Triple B site. Go to the right-hand panel where it says Triple B on Twitch, and you can see us streaming from there, bro.
Yeah. The site does a lot of stuff. Like I said, we are looking for. Trey said he's gonna start doing some sports stuff, but anybody that's into music.
But it's paying.
Yeah, but it's paying. Anybody into music or sneaker, like that used to be my thing. I'm a little old. I don't rock nothing but New Balances now. Right. Sneakers, old school like that, bro. You know,
better when Breitbart joggers on.
Z say he got the nursing home shoes.
Yeah, for real, man.
Exactly.
You got for stomping out the Floyd Mayweather.
We got a couple bills. Floyd Mayweather. He said that Z shout out. Stomping out PC guys and COD.
Okay. They mad at me. So look at the input and shit. Me. So
and then Flaffy 1101 with the $5. Appreciate it. My top Xbox One exclusive. Wait for E3 for Gamescom. Wait for Tokyo Game Show world premiere console launch. Exclusive Phil Spencer. Don't forget. Wait for Comic-Con too.
Hey man, I've been trying. I don't think this console war going ever end. It's gonna be like the Hatfield and the McCoys, man. So much animosity built up on both sides, man. Man. Hold on 1 second.
Well, the war is never gonna end, man. They always gonna find something to fight over. It is what it is.
Hey, man. Hold on.
Motherfuckers fight over Coke and Pepsi, Ford and Dodge.
I'm trying to go after the PC guys, but we got them on the rope, man. They don't want to listen.
Lowe's and Home Depot, they fight over everything, bro.
I'm trying to. You know what? It's crazy. Even the show we did yesterday. What's my man that they joined yesterday? That was, man. Listen, you guys didn't see the show yesterday? Man, man, that was a hell of a show yesterday, bro.
Yeah, that was some serious shit.
Hey, that's some serious shit, right? What's my man name was J Love, right? Buddy Love hopped in there, bro. Man, I didn't heard of ponies, man. But my God.
God damn.
How you gonna tell me what's boss, huh? Andrew House can't tell me what's boss. Nigga, you know what I mean? I got days and weeks on kill. Listen.
Lie, bro.
Look.
Thinking, Z, when that man said, "How you gonna tell me what's sparse?" Like that's my personal opinion. I was like, bro, you can't argue when somebody says like, shit is sparse. How you gonna
tell me what's 5?
Hey, yo. I said, Andrew House said this shit was not me, bro. I'm just saying. Listen, since I've been doing YouTube, shout out to J Tech and my man J Love.
That's Andrew House's opinion.
Yeah. Hey, look, since I've been doing YouTube, right, I've only heard 2 people and my whole entire existence, more or less, cat for Killzone. Him, J Love. I'm sorry. And J Tech TV, you know what I mean? And just cool, they on the same show together. But shout out to him though. We gotta get him back.
Shout out to Jay.
It was somebody else recently. You had to cut their mic off for bringing that shit up. I don't remember who that was.
Big Money, Big Money be drinking though. Big Money.
They all on the same show, bro.
Oh, they all on the same show. You ain't like, bird, ponies of a feather flock together. You know what I mean?
They all sipping the same corn husk, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, I
got Sony Profit.
Yeah, Sony Profit. No, get ready. I can't see it.
So we got Sony Profit with the $5. He said, "Yo Z, when you play Gear 6 on Switch, PlayStation 5 or Steam." Cut up, Sony.
Hey, Sony, come on, Profit.
Hey, yo, Z, why you hating on Killzone, man?
Oh shit!
I ain't hating on Killzone.
Nah, there's only one good Killzone. It was like what?
I don't know. None of
the first one,
Killzone.
The first one was fire.
The second one was like really good. They fucked up after the second one.
Yeah,
shit kicked me full.
Von Lamont with the $2 says Buck turned into Buck Nasty after 11:59 p.m.
You ain't lying, bro. Buck Nasty. I call him Buck Rogers, old man Buck. Buck Chronicles. And I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop a link. Y'all gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey, bruh. Hey, look. That shit was like what? Flaffy 1101 with the $2 says Super versus Type R equals okay. PSVS versus Xbox equals immature.
Say it again. Read that again. Read that again. I'm gonna read that again.
Super versus Type R equals okay.
Super versus
PS versus Xbox equals immature. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Super
versus Type.
Yeah, he's trying to mock.
Super versus Type R. What? That's anime. I don't know nothing about anime.
That might be. Is that some Dragon Ball shit? I don't know.
Wait, what?
Read it again.
I thought he was talking about
Super versus Type R equals okay. PlayStation versus Xbox equals immature.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Super. I guess I got you, brother. It's my brother Flaffy. But anyway, getting into today's show. Like I said, the room is still filling up. Again, one last shameless plug. Wait. Did I change the thumbnail for the goddamn show? Hold on. I know I'm looking at the same damn thumbnail up there. Hold on. Let me change this thumbnail right quick. Bam. I know I got Sutton for him. I know I got Sutton for him. Hold on, boss.
Yeah,
I got the same.
It's a Toyota versus a Honda. That's what you're talking about.
Oh, super. Okay. Thumbnail updated. Let me refresh the page now. Okay, so as I was saying, for those of just joining out, I don't even know how many people in here. We have the site up and running, right? It's actually doing well. We had over 600 unique users as today, but you guys can comment on the articles. Just 2 seconds, make it okay. For those that are most active or leave the most comments and stuff on the articles that we read, we're gonna pick one a month. It depends on how things are looking financially. Right now, I'm in the Book of Job's on me financially, but we're gonna give away like either as it's a game, but maybe $60 point card for Xbox or PSN or whatever Steam. Now I ain't buying no Steam card. But yeah, and then you gonna tell that goddamn lie. When Amazon Prime a card $50 or what do you call it? Best Buy, whatever. You know what I mean? If you want a $60 gift card to Walgreens or Rite Aid to Dwayne Reed, whatever. You know what I mean? If you was an Xbox guy, gaming this generation, playing Sea of Thieves, and you need some diabetic care in aisle 17 in Walgreens, I get you $60 gift card to Walgreens. You know what I mean? Whatever's clever, Trevor. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but for those,
I might need that for getting on that Sea of Thieves.
Recently. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's what we're doing as far as that. But anyway, on yesterday's show, before we get into the main topic, while the room is still filling up, a recap, a rehash. I asked, just the public, because since it's asked, like I said, as far as does power matter, right? I got a new group of people here. Before we get into, like I said, I got actually 3 main topics, right? Does power matter, right? And as far as whatever, right? If just going by how you say the rumors, everything is rumor, speculative. To I say it so, right? You know what I mean?
You're trying to stop this fighting, man.
No. I'm just no. The reason why I even asked that question, I'm just saying me going forth.
You're setting people up.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying me going forward. I'm on my channel. I'm not going. There's one thing about me. I've always been consistent, right? I always thought it was very simple or kind of silly for console gamers to argue about resolution in frames per second. Even my man yesterday, I had to correct him. He said, "Well, Z, if my console was 9.2 and their console was 12, we both getting 4K 60. What's the difference?" And I explained, I said, "Bro, resolution it's not graphics. We just talking about a sharper image. I can't tell the difference between a dynamic 4K, upscale 4K, native 4K. I'm just being real, but we all can tell the difference between better graphics. And that's something totally different, right?
In frames.
You know what I mean? Cool, right? So that's why I was asking again, does power matter? Because at the start of last generation, you know what I mean? I even showed the thing from Sony, the thing that he had, the world's most powerful next generation console where players play, and motherfuckers ate that shit up. Shout out, kudos to Sony. They played that shit well. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, each generation things change. You say, well, the Switch is, because it's a conjunction. You say, well, the Switch is not the most powerful, but it's selling the most, right? When has Nintendo handhelds have never sold well? Let's be honest, right?
Minus the Virtual Boy.
That's the one that that wasn't even a handheld. I said, when has they handhelds ever sold what haven't sold well? You know what I mean? Because let's be realistic. The Switch is a handheld console that you can plug into your TV. No different from an iPad or your cell phone. Hook it up, display it on your TV, right? And what Nintendo did, kudos to them. They took the handheld market, the team that were under the umbrella of Nintendo. They're all working together, unison. You know what I mean? handheld guys and the console type guys that make stuff, they're all making one game, right? Making, this a fact, right? And what they did do, so again, to prove my point, with the Wii U, why was one of the reasons why that it failed, you had these long 2 or 3 months without any software, literally, without any software. And what was the Nintendo president that passed away? Iwata?
Yeah.
He set himself on record that Nintendo didn't know that it took that long to make a high definition game. I did a video on it. You can Google it, argue. And I went out there and gave Rip Nintendo a new Paul ass. Like, bro, you've been in this gaming business for how long? And you only really making games. I understand you own a portion of the Seattle Maryland baseball team or whatever the case. But you make games. Sony does cameras, just that Nintendo, Microsoft does it. But your thing is the games. You know what I mean? That's what keeps the lights on for you. And they said they didn't know that it took that long to make a high definition game, right? Now these are their words, not mine. You know what I mean? To avoid the pitfalls of the Wii U, you need constant quote unquote software. And listen, they're being real. We talked about this at the beginning of Weather Day show. Nintendo games that they put out, and you can say it's the hindrance, is that they make their games for in-house. Being real. Is it really that big of a difference graphically between the Wii U and the Switch? Not my opinion, Nintendo guys' opinion. The best looking game of the millennium is Breath of the Wild, right? Graphically, right? So they say. I got that on the Wii U and the Switch. Now comparing the Wii U and the Switch version, look at them. This is front of the standby. If you think I'm bugging, what exclusively from Nintendo this came out that really pushes the envelope that looked like it couldn't run on quote unquote the Wii U. So to put that in, The Last of Us 2, compare that to The Last of Us 3. You knew The Last of Us 2 can't run on the PS3. You know Gears of War 5 or 4 can't run on the 360. You know what I mean? There's nothing, and I'm not taking it on the Switch, but that's just the realistic end. Nintendo pulled a con job out you. And not only that, mind you, it's a 9th generation console. Whatever you, and again, I say handheld, Nintendo, this is what they're saying. But when we get some news, this bill's ringing in my ear. People subscribe.
Right. Let me see who we got. We got make sure I see Sony Profit. Okay. We got Sony Profit with the $5 holler said watch. 2 days later I got pneumonia, bronchitis, and a lazy. God damn.
He said what happened?
He said he watched RDX and no shit. He got 2 days later. He got pneumonia, bronchitis, and the lazy eye.
That's what happened when people fake their accents and shit. Just
shit. You said that
I don't know who he's talking
Irish Jamaican. Roscoe Truman with the $2 said Dark Lord is in the house or ponies. All right. And let me see. I think we got one more. We got Floyd Mayweather with the $2. He said Switch will do fine as a secondary device.
Not for me, but for those that like it, cool.
Yo.
If you're
what's
child,
up? What's up, baby?
Oh shit!
What up?
He finished his Lego.
You locked yourself in the IMAX or something, man? We ain't heard from you in decades.
Hey, Nito's. We found Nito's over there in the chat of GRG.
Over there moonlighting.
These bots ain't loyal.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm sorry, but did someone want to add to that or whatever? What up, Nev? Add to that?
What up?
No, but
Yeah, I think, man. Listen, Nintendo is going to be Nintendo, and we can't force them to be nothing other than them. They found a lane where they can dominate, and they're going to ride that lane. Sure, we would like a Switch to have, the best video card in power for the Call of Duties and the Maddens and all the other third parties. Will Nintendo do that? I don't think so. They're going to make a more powerful Switch, but it ain't going to be for the Madden and Call of Duty. It'll be powerful.
No, they'll make a more powerful Switch. It'll be about the power of a base PS4. That's my prediction.
Exactly.
That's what they always do.
That's my prediction.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Maybe they'll get a whole 2 key flops. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, Nintendo an actual competitor.
I think
that's going to force them to do what Sony and Microsoft are doing. They're not going to change, really.
Listen, Nintendo's doing
that powerful.
What's good with y'all, boy?
What's good, man?
What's up, man?
Chilling, man. I think Nintendo just doing what works for them, man. And they the type of people that if it ain't broken, don't fix it. If the fan base is going to continue to support what they're doing, why change? You feel me? So I just think Nintendo gonna keep on doing what's working for them, bro.
Oh, I'm not. The question, I'm not negating that, but Nintendo. I will say this, right? They this generation they find themselves in a unique position, right? They never received, how you say, the back end of them for games like Fortnite. They've always been cut out of things like that, right? And seeing again the money, right? And this is a corner. Just again, basis 101. You're getting less than 10% of the third party sales, right? And I don't expect Nintendo as far as them to compete with the PS5 or the Xbox One in terms of power, but they're going to release a more powerful version that's on par with the Xbox One 2013, just to get the multiplats that they're not getting now, that people can take on the go. You know what I mean? Without having to do a streaming, they get them natively.
Yeah,
I just posted a story on Broadband Bullies about them releasing. Yeah. They're going to manufacture it first quarter of 2020 and have it out by mid 2020.
And you got to realize it's very old technology too. They be talking about when the PS4 came out and the Xbox, that was 2011, 12 hardware. You know what I mean? It's 2020, so again, Nintendo's going double, triple, dip. You know what I mean? Oh shit! What you call showed you was possible? I don't know what latest chip that the AM, what you call it, the NVIDIA, what do you call it? The Alienware UFO. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? The Switch used they used the first Tegra chip, not even the later. They used the very first one. So you know what I mean? You know that came out 2012, 2011. You know, and since then chips have gotten more powerful. So they still going to be selling that thing at a profit, like you say. You know. And and
Nintendo ain't taking no loss. They ain't taking no loss no more.
Yeah,
listen, they lost their ass on the Wii U.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So
I'm taking another risk like that again.
Yeah,
but it wasn't really a risk. But they didn't have any software.
The Wii U was sold at a profit. That's the thing.
Yeah. They you know, I mean,
they never lowered the price of the Wii U. Even today,
exactly.
when you go and find one,
they sold at a profit.
Yeah, I just think, man, that. You know, they'll make a more powerful one. If you able to get your shit running on it, cool. If not, then they don't care. That's the attitude I feel. So I agree with you, Z, when I say it's going to be able to probably run some more third party. But Nintendo is not doing it with third party in mind. Like, they don't give a fuck. They're going to make it more powerful just because that's the natural iteration of releasing hardware, right? I don't think they're going to release yet a third Switch with the same fucking chips in it. They're going to have to do something different.
You know what? I guess this is where we disagree. In my opinion. You know why? They don't need more powerful hardware. What is Nintendo making? I'll just be honest with you. You know, from first party wise, right? That's pushing the envelope graphically.
Nothing.
Nintendo has never made anything that pushed the.
They used to. They used to with the 64 and the GameCube.
Back in the day, yeah.
We gotta go back to when we was fucking kids to remember that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
About within the last 20 years, they haven't. And I mean, it's 2020.
GameCube, really.
It's 2020. Nintendo don't have a graphically demanding
2 generations
at fucking all, and they don't care to make one. And that's the point.
But no. But I'm just saying. But I'm saying, given that they're back in the driver's seat as far as selling, quote unquote, the most. They're the most. To be honest, they're outselling everyone right now, right? One of the hitches of one of the niches against, quote unquote, the Switches, can't get the big multiplats. Now they can. Again, it's not breaking the bank for them if they put the Switch out with 2013 hardware. It's still been able to play Red Dead Redemption 2 and all that shit natively. That shit is going to sell in fucking. I'm not a Switch dude, bro.
I agree though.
Yeah,
I agree with what Z's saying when it comes to that because you're gonna have to come with a strategy, especially if you're coming out with another system. They're gonna have to make it a little more powerful, man. They're gonna just have to. You cannot. Just come out with the same shit and just change, tweak the name a little bit. Nah, you got to do something. They're gonna do something though.
But that's what I'm saying, right? The natural iteration of hardware makes it powerful, but they're not going to go in designing it, saying, "Okay, we making this for Cyberpunk 2077. We're making this for the next They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about, we want to make legs where we can continue to sell this shit for the next 3 to 4 years.
So who are they making it for then?
Because listen, I'm gonna tell you who they making it for. The same motherfuckers who bought the Wii U, the same people that bought the Wii, the same people that bought the GameCube, the same people that bought the Switch. They're making it for people who love their IPs, and their IPs has nothing graphically demanding.
All right then. So with that being said, then they ain't gotta change shit. If that was the case, what I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying, right?
They didn't have to make. Yeah, listen. They didn't technically, to be honest. Look at all the handhelds that they have out, right? The XL, the double XL, the triple XL, all that. All of them had the same fucking shit in them. Yep. There's like 25 different versions of the fucking DS, the DS,
yes,
right? So out of all of this time, out of all these years, they've been using the same fucking hardware, the same shit,
right?
And they never once made a graphically demanding game. If a game was able to run on it, then cool, they was fine with it. But they did not set out in mind, well, let me make a more powerful 3D XL for these motherfuckers to play a graphically demanding game. That's not in Nintendo's DNA.
No,
that's not.
But you gotta remember, brother. You gotta remember all those different versions of 3DSs was still within a generation. We talking about going into a brand new generation, so they're gonna have to come with something. You feel me?
They're kind of they're in a different little slot.
They're in their own lane.
Well, they do. That's true. That's true. They do.
Y'all gotta realize Nintendo came out.
It's flimsy with Nintendo, dog.
Listen, Nintendo came out with
technically they're already next generation.
Yeah, Nintendo. Think about it this way. Nintendo came out with an 8th generation console that was weaker than the fucking previous, the previous generation console. So it's like
for the Xbox, yeah, that's crazy.
So they're behind the generation, but yet forward in the generation at the same time. They're like out of time
in their own universe.
Yeah.
No, but again, I'm gonna say before we switch topic. But this is what I'm. Let me explain like this, right? Given what they have now, they have no reason to change hardware in the type of games that they make. What I'm saying is, Nintendo was in a new position, right? Where you got one of the biggest games in the world, Fortnite, right? And they're seeing the back end of that revenue. So, you know what I mean? Fortnite is huge on the Switch, right? Or what do you call it? Minecraft and all those type of games, right? Recurrent residuals. Like people will keep playing and playing and playing, right? So imagine again if you start to get games like Madden, right? Or you know what I mean? You start using people, buying, spending, currency and my player points just on the go. You know what I mean? Or there are other games like Assassin's Creed.
Don't have a
what do you call it? Odyssey or whatever the case may be, where they're set up with a bunch of microtransactions and just that and the other. Here's the thing. This is what I'm saying, right? Is that for the games that Nintendo make, you're right. They don't need more powerful hardware, right? Because they've been doing the same 2 steps, right? But also, too, they see that we are to stay ahead of the curve. We're selling more than anybody. And the reason why they're selling more is because of, quote unquote, the gimmick of being able to take your console on the go. Now, what if you give you a real console experience with all the other multi-plats that are out there? I'm not saying they're going to match the PS5 or the fucking
PS4.
Listen, that bitch come out, it's going to be on par with the original Xbox One.
Yes.
Or the PS4 and be able to get those, bro, they're going to go back and double dip and get the Red Deads, the Grand Theft Auto 5s, and people are going to buy that shit up all over again to take it outside with them on the go. That's all that I'm saying when I say releasing more powerful hardware, because the shit type of games that they make, they don't need it. They do the same top-down 2D side-scrollers, 3D side-scrollers.
Let me mention this. We just got through talking about the new Alienware whatever you want to call it. The new Alienware handheld, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you describing the people that want the better multiplats and stuff like that?
PC gamers.
The target for that would be that Alienware. Nintendo doesn't look at that and say that's the crowd we want to go for. I hate to say it, but they're not. I wish they were like that. But
if you look at Nintendo's strategy, what they've actually done is they've placed themselves in between regular console generations, and it's kind of smart.
Yes.
When we get used to the 4K 60 generation next gen, then you're going to start seeing people come from this generation to that one, and in between that time, they'll be like, okay, we're going to switch to 1080, and people will enjoy the 1080 version of the Switch. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to do the next thing the next generation, and the next thing the next generation. So I don't think they need the power to keep up with the power narrative. They just need the power to keep up with some of these ports that they come over to the system.
That's what I'm saying. Let me pay the bills right quick. Floyd Mayweather donated $2. He said, Nintendo still has a lawsuit. Cool, true. That has yet to been addressed. Yeah, that the people that you had that I forgot the name of that thing. The name of that mock-up that was like the Switch before the Switch came out. Nintendo stalled them out with that one. Took their whole. I can find a video of it, but yeah, it was like the Switch would slide on. They would call them Joy-Cons. It was a PC more or less, but it was just like click and like a Switch. And Nintendo, I guess, they took their patent or their design. And they sued Nintendo. I haven't heard more. I haven't heard more. When the Switch came out. Switch came out in when? 2017, 2016?
2017.
Yeah, I haven't heard more about the. Maybe they might have settled out of court. I don't know. But you're absolutely right about that. Okay, well, moving right along while the room is kind of full. You see, we can go with here. The Last of Us. No, Xbox Series X. Rumor has it that it will allow you to put the console, quote unquote, in Windows mode. And by doing that, it will give you access to the Epic and Steam store, I guess maybe to I don't know, buy games or play their games. What are you guys' thoughts about that?
Hey, why am I going to buy a console to put it in PC mode?
Windows
then
mode.
it's no longer a console.
But here's the thing. Why am I going to buy X1? Hold on. Why am I going to buy the X1 Series X? Right. I'm going to spend this money to buy this console, where I'm going to have to pay a fee to play fucking games. I'm gonna have to buy Xbox Live. I'm gonna have to do all that shit. When I could just buy a PC and call it a day.
Well, hold on, Jay. Remember, y'all forget that not too long ago there was some type of streaming of your Steam portal from your PC to your Xbox One X. Wasn't that like a few months ago? So who knows? I mean, I'm not saying this is a strategy that's going to work, but because they were doing that, maybe they are going to
leaving it open. It looked like they've been trying to merge with PC too. I hope that's not the case though. But they do look like they're trying to merge. Yeah,
why would I want to spend $500 and $600 for a console to stream fucking games from my PC to my X? Like, bro, that makes no sense. Yes, that makes
Wait, hold on. I just got here on my computer. What the fuck is that thumbnail you put up?
That's what happened when you don't show up to the show. You make the
exactly. Tsunami was cherry whining in the wrong club.
What the fuck is that thumbnail? That's awesome.
Yeah, but
we watched it live. That happened.
What happened?
We took a screenshot of it.
This real life. That's serious shit.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I remember back in one of the older BGSTs, Showstop was on the thing with that, the whole Windows 10 giving their gamers access to PC games. The reason why I say no, right, to this, right, the whole not just it being a console. Microsoft gets I give you an example. Publisher pays royalty fees, $15 to $16 to publish their game on their console, right? I don't see them allowing you to buy games from another store, whether it be via Steam or via Epic, and them not, you know what I mean? Then that goes their $15, quote unquote. That's a lot of money to be given per title. Just think about that. For each, let something change. For each copy of when a game comes out, say Call of Duty, whatever, Microsoft gets $15, per copy sold on their platform. And to allow, they sell a couple million units to allow you to buy that game from the quote unquote Steam store and play it on your console, to me that doesn't make any sense, because that's honestly, that's wrong to say what console gamers, them taking away fee for Xbox Live on consoles. I don't see them doing that because that alone. Not because it's just a console. But the fact of the money with the royalty fee, I don't give a fuck how much they split it with Epic or just no. It's this, bro. Again, Epic or whoever's Epic. I'm sorry, Activision, EA, and them. They pay a publishing fee, and I think it's like listen, went up. It's like $15 for each Madden. You know what I mean? I don't know how the deal breaks down when the game gets a price cut or whatever. Because I give you an example. When I used to have my little mom and pop store, I would buy. At the time, Madden was the most popular game alive. From the wholesaler, this was games for $40, $50. I will buy the games, in a bulk, like wholesale, for $45, $44, and I will make $6 off or $44. That's why GameStop pushes the whole used thing. They make more money that way. So, because, you got publishing fees, this, that, and the other. So I don't see that happening for that alone. Then they may give you an option to put the console in Windows mode to do some other shit with. I'm not negating that. They maybe do some work or something on. But as far as gaming, I don't see them allowing you buy another game.
This is Moss with his tinfoil hat on. Let me blow my Metamucil off of it. Okay, here we go. Look. Here's the deal. What if what's going on here is that Windows is a service that you normally got to pay for, right? So what if you're willing to pay for a Windows service that allows you to get into this Windows mode, and they don't care about you downloading Steam, because once they open it up, they can't stop you. You're going to be able to download whatever you want on there like a normal computer. And what if the ploy is to get you into Office 365 and all that other silly shit? Because remember, Satya Nadella was talking about that heavy not too long ago, that he wants gaming and Office 365 to all somehow work together in a connected view.
Shit!
You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying?
If you want Microsoft Word. It most always just God
damn. They added keyboard support.
Keyboard support. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Bro. It is working in unison. With game plans. Sorry,
here's the thing, right? You got PC ecosystems, and then you have console ecosystems, right? You buy your games in in let's say the Windows Store on Xbox. You buy your games there. That's why they really want you to buy them. If they go into PC mode and you go Steam and all that other stuff, how are they going to get money off of that? Like, if I buy a laptop right now, right? If I buy a laptop and I download Steam from there, how is Microsoft getting money from me buying games in Steam? The same fucking games that's in Steam is in the Windows, and plus they putting their games any and every day. That idea just sounds so fucking retarded. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this: if they try some janky shit like that, it's gonna fail. They're gonna fail. Xbox is gonna. It's because they're trying to do too much janky shit that people are not. We don't know. That's the thing about it. They're trying to be the any and all to everybody, and they can't do one thing right, and that's the problem. There's not one good thing that Microsoft has mastered this generation. Nothing. And so I feel like if they do that, we're gonna go backwards.
Anybody want to add anything to that? No, Moss, anybody else want to add anything to that?
No, y'all laughed enough at me, man. I'm done.
I agree.
Hey, look. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna. It would be silly. I wouldn't do it, but let's think about. I'm just, this is all speculation.
It does follow along the lines of what they've been doing thus far, though.
Satya said, now listen, in a world where the Xbox One X is $600, let's just say they turn a profit on that, and then they say, okay, you can get Windows mode with this console. It'll be $10 a month. If you want Office 365, add another $5. You know what I'm saying? They could be willing to forego, because remember, Xbox got Game Pass, so they could be willing to forego that money, allowing you to download and play Steam. Remember, they're letting you beam Steam to your Xbox One X now, I believe. So if that's the case, they could be willing to forego those game sales for the betterment, quote unquote, of Windows.
Bro, that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, Sony probably was $5.
Hey, take your ass back to IMAX, Lethal.
All right,
we trying to be logical here.
Sony probably with the $5. They aren't doing it for the games. They will do it for engagement and getting people into the service. Moss is right. Hoodstar621 with the $1.99. So you have Sony profits on your side. Moss, where'd he go? Why are we worried about Microsoft's money?
No, I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not worried for their money, but I don't foresee them foregoing how much money that games like 2K or I'll give you an example, right? Why would I buy a game digitally from Microsoft for $60 when I can buy it from Steam for $32, right? By doing that also, you're not getting any of those microtransactions, any of those skins and all that shit from Fortnite and this, that, and the other. Ain't no way. And no. But again, that's like saying again, making Xbox Live free on consoles. We're talking about billions of dollars here. You know what I mean? And to get you quote unquote into they're going to want you to get into their ecosystem, but allow you the way to opt out of it and get your stuff otherwheres. Now it's just about the box again, right? Now, basically, by doing that, it's not about, how you say, it doesn't determine how many consoles we sell, but now by allowing you to spend your money elsewhere and not with them, you're not, that going by their mantra, Game Pass, that and the other, you're spending money outside of their ecosystem, and I don't see them allowing you to do that. They want you to stay within their, whether it's Game Pass, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Traditionally, games on PC are cheaper than consoles after a while. You know what I mean? See the Steam sales, this, that, and the sale. Why, they had, again, example, when they be having the Steam summer sales, you might can get, or CD keys or whatever the hell make you can get Assassin's Creed, whoever the hell, for $4, but that bitch still $35 in the Xbox store. Ain't no way in hell they gonna do that. You know what I mean? Mendoza. You see my man Mendoza?
John Mendoza, $4.99.
Yeah.
I want to add something to Xbox PC. Why would any true gamer be upset about being able to play games that are available on Steam and Epic?
I don't think. Shout out to Mendoza. I don't think
because it's cannibalizing sales. There has to be some crazy.
I don't think no one's upset by that, or I'm just looking at it as logically.
Exactly.
We're talking about. I just gave you an example where, again, unless things change, I'm just saying for Activision to publish Call of Duty on their console, it's like $15 per copy sold, right? How many other copies that Call of Duty sells on the Xbox? 10 million copies. You're talking about 150 million dollars, right? And then on top of that, the DLC, the skins, this, that, and the other. You talking about billions of dollars. I don't see them doing that. Even with Game Pass, getting you in the ecosystem, cool. I get it. To allowing you to buy your software from a third party, and then in which they get none of, I don't see that happening.
Z, I think the developers get all of the money for the DLC stuff. I think they don't have to.
No, they get a cut. They get a cut. They get a cut. They get it. It's licensing.
I'm trying to think from the perspective of what these businesses.
Yeah, they get a cut.
What makes sense?
They get a cut. Shit, why you think Sony was the last one to go with the crossplay and was locking you shit into on their side of things? They didn't want you to let you take your content. They want you to spend that money with them. They get a cut. Hell yeah, they get a cut. You know what I mean? So if a nickel bag gets sold in the park, we went in. Ain't nobody let you sell nothing on their store, and not get a cut. Shit, hell no. That's where the money's being made at. You know what I mean? Shit, ain't no way in all hell. That's all that I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't know how to
Steam too. Trying to think it from their perspective. Does it make sense because they're kind of technically a competitor now. With Game Pass and so, so
I just don't.
Yeah, they're a competitor.
We're not like mad about it as gamers. We're thinking from the perspective of Microsoft. Valve.
Here's the thing about it. Microsoft doesn't have. It seems like Microsoft doesn't have any type of standards of what they're trying to do, what limitations they have. They don't mind if you play on this or that, like. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck Microsoft is trying to. Man,
there are a few bills.
It's just like allowing the PSN, the PlayStation Network to run on. Like Microsoft would probably allow that shit. Like it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean Xbox Live's on PlayStation, but John Mendoza with the $4.99. I want to add something to Xbox/PC. Why would any true gamer be upset about being able to play games that are available on Steam and Epic? I don't know if you guys got that one. Yeah, and John with the $9.99. Also, there is nothing written that says all Steam games have to be available to you. Microsoft can get a cut of any sale made by Xbox gamers, and the games available could be those that are only available on PC. And the games available could be those that only available on PC. I'm not sure what he meant there.
Why would I want to play my PC Steam library on Xbox when
I mean,
have it on
an Xbox is like a cheap PC. I can see it from that perspective. It just doesn't make sense though. JA with the $199. Pony Scared PS Now will be playable on Xbox. I mean, I don't know why anyone would be scared of that. I don't think that's ever happening.
He don't even.
I honestly don't believe it. Because think about it. Why would they do that? Then they're shooting their console people in the back, and you know what I mean.
That's showing you they really don't give a fuck about console.
Yeah,
and Hoodstar 61 with the $199. Maybe it's for PC only games like Arma or whatever. I'm still not sure about that. But what's this rumor? I've been behind.
Okay, here's the thing. But even by doing that, right? One of the advantages of a console is AKA a closed environment. When you open your console up to things like that, when you're modding, hacking, that's
why it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's a console for reasons, aka quote unquote a closed environment. Yeah. Once you give people access to the full Windows, and we, again, let me tell you something, right? Real talk.
They're gonna pirate it. Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing, right? Well, not even understand it, right? What differentiates between a console and a PC, right? Of course, does the Xbox have some versions of Windows on the kernel? Yes, but it's not running the full program, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't need to. All right, so this because I was getting with PC guys in two terms, right? Just because you have let's start the argument between me and Maz, and I asked Maz, I get sex. Just because you have a 2080 Ti, right? All that is not allocated for gaming, right? Because you have a big system resource, like I said, which is Windows, was eating up a lot of shit in the background. You know what I mean? And again, the reason why developers can quote unquote make games look as good as they could because it's a closed environment. More or less, they can code directly to the metal. But once you, take the panties off that motherfucker, and you open the box, now you got pirating. You got this, you got that. You know what I mean? And that's, I don't see them there from that alone, say quote unquote in Windows mode, giving you access to full Windows. First of all, that would take away from so much, forget all that. This from the modding, hacking, bootlegging, and pirating reasons only. I don't see that happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it would make it very unstable.
Get the Xbox games right off of the
it would make it
play them
It would make it very unstable. Very you know what I mean? We got some more bills here.
Yeah, hacking and pirating would be a epidemic. But Hoodstar 61 with the $199 because not everyone has a PC, Jay, and Tag Damage with the 2. At least console players can play emulators.
Well, if that's the case, why don't they already got Surface laptops, right?
Yes,
just
sir.
call it the Surface or the Microsoft Surface.
Excellent.
How much is that?
$500-$600.
I don't know.
Yeah, how much service cost? Exactly. You want to do that?
Come on now. Like,
where are they?
Yeah, service about $600. They got a couple.
$699, $799. I mean, if they did that, I just don't understand. What's the end game for Microsoft? I mean, doing some shit like that, or they just want to.
Yeah, to me that makes no sense because again, if you're gonna give me the full access to Windows, then I can play quote unquote. I can download my games out of the Microsoft store, right, and have access to Xbox Live for free, and not pay for So it business wise, just not me caring about their money. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
And Sean Livington with the 5. Windows is an open platform. Console is a controlled and closed one, as you guys said. Also, all y'all get good at gaming. Buck, we gonna play COD at some point. I would not want to play Call of Duty with Buck after that clip I heard.
Oh shit.
Pause.
Yeah.
Wait, and not because I went 1-11?
Nah, you wouldn't.
Fella.
No, I'm gonna drop the link and then you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I put the whole clip in him.
No, it wasn't. I didn't hear clip. I'll dump the whole fucking
You don't have to make it PG. You know what I'm saying? We try to get sponsored.
Wait, hold on. What's his new nickname, Z? What's his new
Buck, a.k.a. Buck Nasty, a.k.a. Buck Rogers, a.k.a. Young Buck, a.k.a. Butt.
Buck wild, man.
Damn, this is
Buck
27.
That's
God
gross.
damn.
One kill, Buck.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh!
But that makes more sense.
But that. Well, pause, bro. That's even worse. Oh man. But anyway, moving. So I guess we all in unison said that we say no to that rumor, more or less. But there are some more. I say more or less, not more, but we how should I say? Some more things that came out today. Now I don't know who voted on this, but they gave The Last of Us Game of the Decade. Do you agree or not agree with?
Hell yeah, that's without a doubt.
Yeah,
I mean, it's up to you.
that.
Your preferences.
Compared to the games that came out around that time, ain't nothing was fucking with The Last of Us, bro.
Has it been 10 years?
Hey, Buck, is we getting it in tonight?
Oh, see.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Oh,
Oh
see?
man!
What the fuck?
Damn.
Here go the link
Hold
right
on,
there.
family.
Here go the link right there. You see
Z was
about?
with
He
us
came.
last
He
night.
didn't waste a second. Hey, Buck.
No, he didn't.
All right, what you
Hey,
said?
Buck.
So you said,
Proposition Joe.
Well, we have to look at what Game of the Decade is. So it's
I-
a game that
wait,
released from
wait,
2010 to 2020. That range.
Yeah.
Game of the Decade within the last 10 years. The Last of Us.
So like God of War would count, right? That's
I
released
know,
in the last 10
I
years.
can't get it. Nah, I can't get that game of the
Well,
Decade.
I'm just saying, like, a game like that counts.
It would be
So it
included.
could be anything. It's a
So
wide
really, it's
range.
2010 to
10 to 2020.
2019.
I can't give The Last of Us the game of the decade, in my
Hell
opinion.
yeah. Z, listen.
I can't.
Well, you never beat it though.
Not even
Yeah,
that. I mean, even when we playing, like to me, God of War, the last one, I'm keeping it real. If I'm gonna give a game of the decade, I'm gonna give it to God of War.
That's because you beat God of War. If you would have beat The Last of Us,
I get it.
No, God of War is better than The Last of Us, bro.
No, it's not.
Grand Theft Auto
Yes, it
5
is.
is game of the
Listen,
decade.
I'm
Grand
Kratos,
Theft Auto 5.
and I will.
It depends on what are y'all determining? Like
Well, this-
the most
yeah, it is
popular game
preference.
or what?
Oh no, well I'm gonna go by what the view. What do you call it? Where the link at?
Because if we're
I
going
thought
by
Death
what's like
Stranding.
most, I would. Oh shit!
When you put it, when you put that article at in Metacritic,
I thought that
in
was
Metacritic.
Listen, The Last of Us is what made. I'm not gonna lie. You know, out of all the Uncharted they did, all great.
It's a bigger franchise.
The Last of Us.
It's very influential, I
It
think.
put Naughty Dog in the legendary status.
You know what's even crazier though? Is that we're talking about two games and they both are exclusive for PlayStation. Not one of them is an Xbox game.
Right.
Why'd you
So
have to
game of the decade. I'm just being real. Game of the decade. Is anybody even thinking about an Xbox game?
The best.
Hey, one stop. You got to chill, bruh. State of Decay 2.
Hey, yo, we said Metacritic. you guys can see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
It says here,
Yeah, we can see it.
Metacritic users pick best of 2019 and the decade. I know movies. I want to get down to the game part. I still, whether I beat the game or not, right? More or less fulfilled. You know what I mean? This gameplay wise, to me, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't finish it. I got hit with a 5-finger discount, right? For those from the hood, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But it got kind of even repetitive. This whole sneaking around, jump down. God of War. That, you know, I understand I'm a God of War fanboy, but I can be objective here, right? Oh, subjective, right? The way that they changed that game gave you a protagonist, your son, who people, you know what I mean? Not just, you know, you have those games where you have a mission to get a individual to a certain part without taking no damage. He was a true fucking part of the story, part of your combat. I beat a couple of the bosses because of this child here, right? And when you came back through that portal and you thought you was going for 15 minutes, it was a couple days. Where were you? Where have you been? And you seen all these dead, I forgot what you call those creatures, laying all around. You know what I mean? Like that, like,
Man,
bro, ain't no way.
kid slaughtered them motherfuckers, bro.
And he said, "Well, you mean there's consequences of killing a god? How do you know?" Like all that to me, the acting and all that shit was over the top. I understand it. I know the story of The Last of Us, and it kind of pulls at your heartstrings. But even to me, like far as gameplay, you know, because you think of God of War, you just think about a normal quote unquote hack and slash, this, that, and the other. Bro, like that shit was ill. Then to go on and find out your son was Loki, and no, I can't give it that. I can't do that, bro.
I would listen. As much as I love God of War, y'all, that was my fucking shit. The Last of Us, bro, it's on is on a protected species list. It's untouchable. And hopefully part 2 is going to do it. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the only one that think that way. Like millions and millions and millions of people, like over 20-some million people, and you got guys to right now to this day. We got fucking Mikey Barra out there playing The Last of Us, like literally, like now. So it's just, bro, that's just one of them games that. I think that's going to be a timeless game.
It's in a league of his own, bro.
Right. I think out of the two, I think God of War is a better, like, as far as gameplay.
No,
it's the gameplay loop. I'm not a story gamer, but as far as general conception, it's Last of Us. Like everybody's like,
listen.
That's what I mean. I'm talking about with the community. That the community, how many? Hey, J-Dub, how many Last of Us was? I mean, I know it was out longer, but how many sold?
They double dipped. They sold 17 million. No, 17 million.
No, it sold 20. Total combined 23 million.
Well, in all fairness, The Last of Us is kind of influential when you think about it. Like, it influenced God of War. I mean, like, the sun didn't just come out of nowhere.
Yeah. The sun didn't come out of nowhere.
Based off Ellie.
Facts.
Off Ellie. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna say it right now.
In the last
no. It's true though. Like the protagonist has like a companion that comes straight from The Last of Us.
Sony's blueprint is based. This generation is based.
Story. Yeah.
Period. The whole when you're doing the puzzles, your companions are.
Sony Santa Monica even admitted
it.
Hey, hold on one second. Hold on.
I'm not saying it's the better game, Z. I'm just saying there's more people.
I'm gonna start mute motherfuckers. Mike here. What the fuck? My glasses up, man.
Look, I prefer God of War 2, but there is some builds here.
All right, get the bill.
So the image with the $2. Has there ever been a bad God of War game? Some people don't like Ascension, I guess.
No. I like that. No, I like. No, what it is? Ascension wasn't bad. It was a prequel. The story wasn't as good as 3. No.
Yeah. I mean, 3 was epic.
Yeah, if Ascension came out before 3, no one would complain. You know what I mean? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris G with the 5. I just want to know, for all you Sony fans, why is it y'all want backwards compat when y'all screamed at E3 it was trash and y'all didn't want it?
Oh shit! No, it was just bringing old shit.
Because we made y'all mad in the meantime.
And look what I got.
Backwards compat didn't do nothing for the competition, so we rubbed it in your face. Simple.
Here's the thing about backwards compat. They thought that backwards compat was going to save the Xbox.
All right. With the $2, Net. Stop saying my name wrong. How do you pronounce that name? I always thought it was Tag the Image.
No, Tag the Mage.
Tage the Mage.
Tage the Mage?
What the hell is I?
Tag. Like I say Tag, and I just changed that to Image.
Charlie Babbitt.
No, Tag is
call my man
T-A-G.
Charlie Babbitt and shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
Who's on
capital
first?
is T-A-G,
Yo, this
and this is
motherfucker
the
said,
Mage.
who's on first? Who's on first?
So it's Tage the Mage? Okay.
Yeah.
He said Albert Pinella with the $2.
John Mendoza with the $4.99.
It's
easily GTA 5. Okay, hold on. Did we all fair?
Yeah.
It's easily GTA 5. Get the fuck out of here. So tired of the hardcore trying to drown out the masses. To be honest,
you got a point.
I don't think it's GTA 5. You know what it really is?
No, you got a point. You got a point.
No. It's not even GTA 5. I think it's honestly Minecraft. I think that's the goddamn biggest game of the decade.
That's another one too.
Hold on. All right, we got Jersey Finest.
Hey, Microsoft owns that too.
Go to Jersey Finest. It's right
Jersey Finest.
Before,
where is that?
Right below John Mendoza. God of War.
I don't see him.
It said GOW was influenced by The Last of Us, but GTA gotta be game of the decade. That shit smashed the storyline and online. Fuck nigga. But here's the thing, right? I'm not a big Grand Theft Auto guy. Believe it or not, I never even tried the online part. You know what I mean? Maybe I'd give it a go with 6. We all get to playing it or something. But I say that to say this though, right? In my opinion, I can't give. And I'm not saying it's not a great game because I think. Look. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first played God of War 3, right? And I'm gonna compare it to The Last of Us, right? And maybe things may heat up, right? When the first God of War I ever played was more or less God of War 3. Once I beat that, what came out first? Either what's that guy? Dante's Inferno came out first, or God of War came out first. Because I remember me, and Chanel doesn't watch me play video games. Even that shit called that would play.
Yeah, God of War came out before Dante.
Okay, so I went from God of War to Dante's Inferno. You know what I mean? I remember I beat 3 games back to back. It was either Mass Effect first, or Mass Effect 3, God of War, then I think Dante's Inferno, all 3, or whatever, or maybe Mass Effect last. I forget who released first, second, and third, right? But even that drove her in. That was the first one I played, and once I beat that, I went back and played the other ones. I'm like, oh shit, this guy's. So it brought me in from the beginning. So I played the first part of what he called The Last of Us, because I didn't get it for the PS3. For whatever it was, I didn't get it because the PS4 was around the corner, whatever the case may be, right? So I got it for the PS3, and the first scene, come on, it pulls at your heartstrings, the little girl, you crash, boom. And that motherfucker slowed down and somebody hit the handbrakes on me. Hydroplaned on me. Black ice. I'm sneaking around these abandoned buildings and shit. These motherfuckers, what the hell? Like, it just got kind of repetitive. The story didn't really pick back up. And then I got hit with the 5-figure discount. Those shit out remain safe. What that means is someone steals at your home, right? I know who stole it, but it's neither here nor there. So, cool. I ain't missing nothing. You know what I mean? Then the online, I tried to get it to go building the bombs. But
even with the second one,
even with this one. So even with God of War, leave that bitch pull you in from the beginning. Don't let you go.
Say that shit.
Hey, bro, with my glasses up, I'm like, Baron, let me find my camera. Let me find my cameraman. Bro, when that musty ass Viking come in on that door, his musty ass come knock on that bitch. Boop, boop. I thought you guys, we see the legend old, we're much bigger, I'm much stronger. So a lot of you guys are not, how you say, don't have the mental fortitude. You don't know that Kratos is an older god than my man. What's my man name?
Joel.
No, I'm talking on God of War. The guy. I forgot his name.
What's his name? Boulder? No.
Yeah, Boulder. Yeah, they call him the straight, but him. So anyway, you don't know that Kratos is much older than God, so you're hearing about the gods of the old, the Titans and this. I thought you guys would be much bigger, much stronger. You know what I mean? So right away I was like, oh shit, he's a total different time period. Kratos, demigod, he's a god, and a much further, you know what I mean, time period later on down in life. You know what I mean? So that right there was like, oh shit, me being a history buff, so it drew me in. And then the epic battle and me knowing that this guy was like, damn, I thought you would be the one to make me finally feel some pain. Like, yo, but you see that opening scene, I didn't even know Kratos was that strong. This motherfucker threw a mountain on him. He caught that bitch with his shield and cracked that bitch in half. Bro, you can't get that shit to the Last of Us, bro. I'm sorry.
To add on to Z, like
Kratos is a fan for real, bro.
Kratos, you know I like The Last of Us, but let's be real. God of War has better gameplay and it has a good story on top of it. But The Last of Us, no, there's issues with The Last of Us. First of all, the AI is dumb, which is a PS3 game, so fine. But the controls are horrendous. Like, literally, The Last of Us has horrible controls. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing
that shit is bad.
God of War did that single camera shit too.
You're an action game.
The controls are horrible in The Last of Us.
Z like games that show a lot.
Z didn't grow up with a father. Let me hit another insult. Me.
Exactly.
Z is a product of an environment. Z is a ghetto bastard. Let me hit some more insults. Whatever.
You will not sit down and play a game with a detailed story.
The story stops.
Grab you in.
Hold on, Z like Detroit. He was capping for that shit.
No. It's totally different, man.
No, that's different because it's on PC, so it doesn't count.
That's a Microsoft play. We're talking about exclusives right now.
Oh shit.
Hey, bro, listen, man. We doing so much capping here, bro.
We got to get that on Twitch. That's your next assignment, Z. Z gotta play The Last of Us on Twitch.
I will. I gotta get a copy. I don't have it no more. That's my.
Hey, LOL Kid for Life with the $5. Neth. Yeah. Neth, would Death Stranding be better as a Netflix show? I know you hate it. Sorry for being random. You know, Death Stranding's story is fucking dope. I thought it'd be a great miniseries. It really did.
I gotta get back
Magic King D300 with $9.99. Last of Us is not the first protagonist with a companion game. It's not even Naughty Dog's first protagonist with a companion game. Jak and Daxter came first. Yeah, but like it's the type of companion where like you're like helping the little girl or whatever because she's helpless. I don't know. I mean, granted, his son isn't necessarily helpless, but
give my man Predator. Hold up, my man Predator. He said, "I got something. I ain't got nothing important to say. Just showing some love. I'm rich, bitch. Hey, the Predator, bro. Hit me on. Listen, I'm glad you hit me, bro. Do me a favor. Could you DM me on Twitter? I'm sending you my number. I got something that I'm working on. I would love you'll be a part of too. DM me. I got a new Twitter. It's Next Gen 8K. If you look at the links in there or whatever, I drop it. Yeah, make sure you follow me on Predator. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me and DM me. I'm gonna send you my number. I need to holler at you about something. But what do you say? We got my man Magic King. What do you say again? The Last of Us what? Hello.
Who's that?
The last one. He said the Magic King 300. I didn't.
Yeah, he said Last of Us is not the first protagonist with a companion game. It's not even Naughty protagonist with a companion game. Jock and look.
Kane and Lynch.
Did somebody
say that? Kane and Lynch. Kane and Lynch. What we doing here?
Yeah, exactly.
Army of Two. What we doing here? Hey, bro, we gotta stop all that capping. I told you on this show right here, you gonna get the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, Kratos. So set you free.
Man, we know.
I'm gonna say this shit again.
Nobody said that was the first companion game.
Somebody did say that earlier. Listen, I'm gonna say this
Sonic
again.
had Tails. I mean, Mario's had companion. I mean, come on.
Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers. Listen here, right? Young Buck. Listen here, right?
But it's like a kid companion, right? You're supposed to like feel for the person.
Exactly.
Like, even Santa Monica admitted he's based off Ellie. They admitted it.
But listen, fuck all.
It's a fact.
Listen, you get paid to say shit like that, man. It's in house. Let me tell you something, right?
They need lunch money.
As of right now, besides Sony, besides Kratos being my financial, my spiritual advisor, right, and me being under the contract, you know I'm a God of War fanboy. You all know this, right? Even me when I was on my diehard Xbox stuff, taking off Pony's head with a dull butter knife like Al Qaeda. I've always preferred and said Kratos was my favorite game. I ain't never been a Halo guy. So this ain't no cap here, right? But I don't have a problem being subjective or objective. I'm not a Halo guy, but I understand Halo was huge. Hit me out right here, right? But if you're gonna give that game with it, like this game here doesn't let you go. I'm saying that what you call starts off hot, you crash, boom, it pulls at your heartstring. Then it's a long period of time without no trophies, might I add. Me looking around these dog ass buildings, I think I'm gonna die from fucking asbestos or something, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit smell like pussy radiators. This shit right here, from the rip. I mean, listen, this shit come on so epic that the first boss battle could have been the last, and no one would have complained.
What game?
God of War. The first boss battle could have been the last fight of the game, and no one would have complained. Just think about what I'm saying right there, and what Sony Santa Monica, put some respect on them boys' name, what they did. That that musty Northman showed up a man at his home, at his flat. He showed up at the Kratos flat, banged on the door. You know what I mean? Lean did with their armpit open. Musty don't even use no deodorant. They ain't washed up really back then.
And wanted all the smoke too. Don't forget that.
What do you say? What he said? Who's that?
Z, don't forget he's too pissed the shit out of Kratos though with them two hits though.
Hey yo, that motherfucker said,
jaw,
I thought you guys would be much bigger, much stronger. And Kratos, the rage, leave, mod. I need to, for those who didn't play it, go back and just get on this game. That beginning battle scene is so epic and it sets the tone for the game. Like again, you're right. I didn't play The Last of Us to the ending. I'm saying at the beginning it pulled at my heartstrings. I'm like, oh shit. Then it got very dull and boring to me. You know what I mean? Like,
because you like action.
Keywords to you.
I played both games. I played The Last of Us and I played God of War. The Last of Us, like I said again, it's a tearjerker. I enjoyed The Last of Us throughout, just like how I enjoyed God of War. But if we talk about just game of the decade, a game that truly captivated us for years to come, I'll give it to God of War. I'll give it to God of War, to be honest.
The Last of Us.
All right, we gotta get some more bills in. Hold up.
Yeah, some bills here. Sean Levington with the $2. I thought Beyond Two Souls was better, to be honest. And SS9 Vegeta. God of War is the game of the decade. And AP the Shooter with the $4.99. This Harpo was goody. grocery stores. Is that Tsunami in the chair? Oh my God. God of War is the game of the generation. RNS, gotta make that weirdo Snappa admit it.
Hey, yo, hold up. My man SS9 said God of War's game of the decade. I want to address this insult here, right? All due respect, I have no respect, right? My man Shadow Spade. Now, I would hate the questions your efficacy is Shadow Spade, but let's leave it for a later date, right? Z always talking about games he barely played. What you talking about, Nigga, I talk about shit I like. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about, bro? And you know, it was the notion that I don't play games. I probably, it's not even, it's who the hell am I, right? Bruh, first of all, I ain't playing some shit I don't like, right? But I don't have a problem being, I'm telling you motherfuckers, right? I don't have a problem being subjective or objective. I don't like Forza. I don't like Gran Turismo, but I know those are great goddamn games. I have never played Forza Horizon 4. And I like the Horizon series better than Motorsport series, which we need to download. We can have one in that Battle Royale mode. I heard it's pretty cool. Right? Maybe we all can play when they have some fun. But
I got to download it now.
Okay, cool. But so again, that makes my opinion less than valid. I did play. I mean, I got a couple hours in the game. You gotta play that. Another thing, you gotta play that game for a long goddamn time before they give you some trophies too. I got a couple hours in the goddamn game. You know what I mean? Not saying about the trophy hunting, but I'm just saying it came on hot and heavy, right? Like a $2 hooker on Friday, right? Going up on a Tuesday, then that bitch slow down, hit the emergency brakes on you, right? And you was at the hydroplane, drifting. But all I'm saying, this motherfucker take off and keep going. You know what I mean? And again, for them, maybe this may make sense, right? When you think of God of War, right? Hear me out. And that's why I say that Sony Santa Monica, in my opinion, is Sony's best studio. They totally redefined this genre. Top down, over the top, jumping, this, that, and the other. Brought the camera more or less, like you said, the last behind the shoulder, and people were complaining about it. Remember that no jump button, right? Added a protagonist, because this is Kratos. Kratos is a badass. Kratos don't care about nothing. You don't know why he walking around, why his skin is so gray. He walking around with the ashes of his own family on his skin. He's a totally badass. And then they showed the softer side of him of taking care of a boy. Taking care, when he took that ride back in that motherfucking, in that canoe, and Noah's Ark to get them motherfucking blades, man, oh man, with his hand on his knee, with his chin on his, like, come on, what we doing here, bro? Then you find out the son is Loki. Then at the end of the game, Thor show up. You done killed Thor's sons. Thor show up at the end of the, once you go back to the top of the mountain, and for those like, damn, come back and you go back to your shack, you gotta go back home. And then Thor come down. Like, come on, what are we doing here, bro?
Man, God of War is just epic. But hold on, there's a bill here. I don't know if you guys got it.
You got a good argument.
Yeah, Sony profit. Wait, you got that?
No.
Okay, Sony profit with the $5. Mind you, this is a Sony profit. Game of the decade is Battlefield Bad Company 2. I had 2,000 hours in it.
I can dig it, big bro.
Hey, look.
I love Bad Company 2, though.
Profit. I'm not mad at you.
That's my bro, too.
I love that game.
Hey, but Sony Profit, Crackdown 3 had better destruction. Though.
Hey, I gotta say my man Sony a t-shirt. I'm just saying though, like,
which Forza should I download?
What?
Which Forza should I get?
Horizon 4.
All right.
Cloud power, bro.
Hey, listen, Buck, listen here, right? You just get into YouTube. Don't blow that PC. You can barely read phone. You can barely run duty. You know what I mean? That shit booting you out. Big fella, it ain't for you, big fella.
4
Hey, listen, also too, right now you see, look how unselfish I am. You know I got the struggle stream, trying to become a pro streamer. And shout out to those that donated. We trying to get Buck a console, man. Whatever you can play.
Hey, listen, I'm leaving. I just want to have it downloaded in case you fucking play it. That's all.
Okay, all right. You about to blow that whole shit.
You gonna actually play it? You gonna boot that shit up later?
No, we gonna be whatever. I don't care. I'm just saying we all can get on and play together. But this is what I'm saying though. At the end of the day, the fact, and I know I am a God of War fanboy, right? I makes no quarrels. I put my flaws on Front Street. You've been knew this about me for those that are rocking out. But I understand that God of War, it's a newer game. But for me, the way they because what are you talking about, son? They took something for what it was known. I mean, it's still a hack and slasher. And totally changed that. Make the story more in depth. You know what I mean? Bro. Like, where do you go after God of War 3? You kill all the gods. You know what I mean? And to make this better than God of War 3, God damn it, Sony! God damn it! Ain't no way in hell I get it The Last of Us, man. That motherfucker all hype, man. That shit, man. Look, listen. We gonna see with 2. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see with 2. The niggas gonna change their mind. They gonna say 2 was the Dame of the motherfucking millennium. This right here, bro. This right, bro. Y'all motherfuckers.
The first
man, we out here tripping, bro. We out here tripping.
And they both in there just beating the living shit out of each other. If nothing else happened, I would have been satisfied. Just the fact that these two was literally beating the living hell out of each other. There was no interruption in the goddamn gameplay besides, dodging this, dodging that. But other than that, it was just 2 dudes beating the living hell out of one another. I mean, hey, it was a good game.
Yeah, man, like that shit was, that shit was crazy, bro, man. I just think people automatically just give, what do you call it? The nod. What's my man name? Naughty Dog.
Yeah, Magic King with a $4.99. I'm more excited for the next God of War 5 Ragnarok than I am for The Last of Us Part 2. Actually, that's a good question. What's the next God of War called? Is it like God of War 5 or God of War Ragnarok? Like, do you think they're going to do a subtitle?
What do you get with that?
I don't fucking know. But like, do you think they're just going to use a subtitle? Do you think they're just going to do subtitles?
It might be a reboot,
Yeah, because I mean the new one's just called God of War, so I think they're just gonna add a subtitle to it.
Look how beautiful this game is, bro. What the fuck are we doing here, man? Yeah, y'all shit in the background?
Attack or something, just like how they did
they
with
could,
the Olympics and all that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
They could go back and show you what happened after he almost died in 3.
Your take on this. I want to hear your take.
What? Who take? What?
The Last of Us. Listen, y'all know Paul God Game of the Year 2 fucking years before it even. And I've been stuck to my gun to that motherfucker at the very first moment. Right?
You took an educated guess.
I changed my name to Kratos and everything. Right? For 2 years.
As you
so
should.
Y'all know I'm heavy and strong, and I stand by God of War.
Okay.
The thing is The Last of Us is on a whole different platform.
Why?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Right? The story writing in that game, the communication and how you feel, like that game gave Sony the benchmark of a storytelling company. Sony is a storytelling company because of that particular game. Yes, we've had the Uncharted.
Hey, Greg, that's your question.
But let me finish before you.
No, I just don't want you to lose yourself. You still got the money. I don't want you to lose. I just want to ask you, could you see the screen? Are you looking at the show?
I can't see the screen. I'm feeling.
So no wonder you going up saying that. Okay, no, nigga do tell.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? When you look at The Last of Us, a game that came out on the PlayStation 3, last generation.
Hey, bro, you know what's crazy? Hey, Kratos.
The time today.
You know what's crazy though? I got you, my brother, right? But I got to break your leg. With my cameraman. Let me find my cameraman, right? The Last of Us sold more on the PS4 than they did the PS3. All right? So we can't go by the narrative.
It came out the
Nope.
When did The Last of Us come?
It came out during the end of right before the PS4 came out.
That's what I'm saying.
And so this is what I'm saying. So more people who got the first time to play it remastered or remake on the PlayStation 4. I'm not negating that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying more people played it on the PlayStation 4. People, you know what I mean? Because the chase shit was kind of sparse. So this was their first time playing it. But brother, where's my cameraman? My camera right there. Look at this shit here, bro. You can't see the screen. Such a long way from home.
Listen. We both agree, right? We both agree that God of War, great looking game, graphics, great story. The Last of Us 2, without the great graphics.
What about the gameplay? What about the gameplay?
Gameplay was good. I know a lot
of Nigga!
What?
Nigga!
It's a PlayStation 3 game.
Nigga!
How can you Okay, listen. The Last of Us 2 is finna come
need to
out.
turn into a butcher of the throttle.
No, listen. The Last of Us 2 is finna be right? That's a current gen game.
What is this nigga talking about?
We're talking about
Hideout
a game
here.
that came out in what 2012, 2013.
They remastered that motherfucker, didn't they?
Don't nobody call him Kratos ever again.
Hey, bro, I need that name back, big fella. Big fella, I need that name back.
Oh shit!
Hey, guys, I need that name back. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go as far.
J-Dub's contract.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go as far. I got you about phone as Kratos. I'm gonna go as far as to take your name out my phone as Kratos. I'm gonna call you by your full name, Jeffrey Tillman. That's your name. Your name ain't Kratos no more on my goddamn phone. You are Jeffrey Tillman to me from now on.
I need some people in here that have actually beat The Last of Us. That's what I need.
Ellie's dad.
Hey, nigga, you need.
Nigga, that ain't her dad, dummy. Listen, hey,
You,
Tsunami, did you beat The Last of Us?
Did you?
Nev beat it.
Of course. Nigga, I beat the fucking game like 10 times.
Nev beat it.
Nigga, I ain't say shit about the game. I said you.
Let me ask you a question.
Again.
Let me ask you a question. Real talk.
Yeah.
So you gotta be able to beat the game, right?
No. You don't. What I'm saying is, you've beat God of War.
Why
right?
wouldn't I?
You've seen it from beginning to end. You haven't even got to meet in potatoes.
You want the truth, Kratos?
Of The Last of Us.
You want the truth? I know what the story is, but you want the truth?
No.
The Last of Us came out the height of my addiction, right? In the midst of my addiction, that bitch put me to sleep.
What?
I'm looking at all these bum ass buildings with this flashlight, shaking and shit, the poor controls. I'm swinging for the fences. This shit put me to sleep, big fella.
Come on, y'all.
So Jay, basically what you're saying is the story is better. Jay, so you're saying the story is better. That's the reason why it's better.
Hold on.
The story ain't better than
Is
this.
that what you're saying?
I'm sorry.
You said in the height of your addiction, that's when the game dropped?
Yeah.
And it put you to sleep.
Yeah. Knock it out.
Can I finish talking about The Last of Us?
Okay, you got it, brother.
I'm gonna tell you why. All right.
My fault.
I say The Last of Us is on a whole different plateau, right? Because God of War gave you that action, that full rage action. You killing like 99% of the game. That's what you're doing. And so that got the action junkies, the action fans to come in. That's why it stucks and it resonates with them. But The Last of Us is
so
not.
Has good gameplay.
Hold on. Let me
Right.
The Last of Us comes in with a story like no other that grabs you in. It makes you care.
But how's the gameplay?
Motherfucker, if you don't shut the fuck up and let me talk.
Nigga, all you do is bloviate about shit we already know.
You talk, then, nigga. Ahead, I'll sit back. You talk.
What's that, Tsunami, bro?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck do you know about gameplay,
Now you want to sit back and cry. I didn't get you how many podcasts on me?
You know damn well.
Go ahead, nigga.
Oh man, y'all about to pile on Tsunami. Hold up.
Have you played The Last of Us?
Yes, nigga.
Have you played The Last of Us?
Yes.
Have you beaten it?
No, but I've seen all this shit.
Oh shit! He's honest. Wait,
y'all gonna come after me.
He's honest.
Wait, question. Did you even hear what I said was better or not? Yeah, I just want to come after me. I'm asking Jay a question. I said, do you like the game better because the story was better? That's my question.
Don't
try again, motherfucker.
Listen, don't ask me no questions. I'm telling the fucking story.
I'm trying to gain perspective as to why you think it's better. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying one is or not.
Respect on my storytelling. When I'm telling the story, shut up.
Nigga, you be fucking dragging that shit your slow ass country ass.
That's why I said.
You like Trey.
Hey, not too much on us country folks, motherfucker.
I know y'all talk slow. Hurry up.
Since you want to talk, I'm gonna step back.
Since you want to talk, go ahead and talk. Cause I'm saying, like, yo, shut the fuck up and tell your story. Hurry up.
Back to you. Got the flow. Go ahead. You beat the games. The Legos. Tell us about the fucking Legos.
I think you're trying to prove a point, but I'm watching God of War right now in the background. This shit is epic, man.
We got some bills here. We bills right quick.
I mean, after listening to Z, that shit is convincing as fuck. I think I'm gonna change my vote to God of War.
Praise God.
Yeah, and God of War, bro.
You gotta give Z some props. He broke that shit down like no other.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I think people just remember the PS3 age and how that ended.
If anything, I want y'all to watch this. Watch this. Look at this. These motherfuckers is beating the living.
Wait, hold on. The mere fact that we're here talking about God of War a current generation game that came out a couple of years ago to something that came out last gen is enough to have The Last of Us to stand.
Y'all got rose-colored glasses, maybe.
Hold on, we play the bills right quick. Hey, you see the bills?
Yeah, did we get Vedra yet?
No, we ain't got none of them. Get those bills.
Okay, so Vedra with the 100. God of War is more established franchise than The Last of Us was released. The Last of Us was a brand new IP out of the gate against God of War that has a long past of character development and legacy. For me, both games are epic, and they are both epic. I just prefer God of War. And Sean Levington with the $2. Uncharted was a PS3 game and had better gameplay.
Oh shit!
Then
last.
Wait, hold on. Are you being real though, Z? Did The Last of Us really put you to sleep?
Yeah, actually, it came up hot, but then all that sticking around in the building just got a little boring, bro.
So how's the actual gameplay?
Hold on. The Last of Us put you to
gotta
sleep.
get a little further in the game, though.
Yeah, I'm not negating that, but you know, I was playing it for a while, then no trophies popped up, and I'm like, the fuck, I mean, not.
But you know, hold on, fuck all that. If The Last of Us put you to sleep, hold on, man. If The Last of Us put you to sleep. Yeah, if that game put you to sleep, do you want us to really believe you like Death Stranding?
Oh shit! Come on, now.
Do we want us to really believe you like that game?
He's a professional streamer. Stop it.
Hey, wait. Who said that was Captain Death Stranding?
Do you really want us to believe that?
Hey, wait. Who said that was Captain Death Stranding?
Hey, kick him out the Discord. Kick him out the Discord.
Hey, who should I? What are you somebody's be ever Captain for Death Stranding?
Oh, you didn't say Death Stranding's better than Halo?
Oh shit!
You didn't say Death Stranding is not bad?
Hey, listen. I would rather listen. I said what I didn't.
You didn't say you're gonna beat it.
Listen, let me finish. Okay, this is what I said. Story wise, right? I get the premise, right? I said what I don't like about Death Stranding. They have all this tedious shit in there, like balances. Like to me, that's just stupid. It doesn't make any. And I don't like the mapping. You know what I mean? Outside of that, y'all said it pick up when I got to the part. I haven't seen you sit when I got to the motorcycle, and I haven't played this since he said pick up in chapter 3. And after that, you and Tyrone went on that honeymoon. We ain't seen you.
I had to go run into the Chiron thing.
But I'm just saying again, right?
Don't feel bad.
So here's the thing, Z. Here's the thing, right?
Jay don't still ain't beat it either.
Listen, beware.
Death Stranding.
Motherfucker, I'm going for the platinum.
Oh, he still ain't beat it. Nigga, you ain't gonna beat that shit. Come on now, play it.
Oh shit! Hey, Mike W with the $5. Be careful, Z. Keep talking, and J-Dub's about to dip out low key like the Homer Simpson meme.
Yeah, he always do. That's his move. That's his finishing move, dipping out.
Nah. He got to go watch the Sony car.
Okay, here go Buck that sucking up. Come on, go ahead. Tell him what happened.
It was a joke.
No, but I'm just like no cap. Hold on.
He always do that.
Let me close this out. Let me close this out.
Jay is here to defend himself.
Listen, no cap, right? So I'm just saying that all this is quote unquote, like I said, it can be subjective or whatever the case may be. But make sure we got all the bills because there's a bunch of ringing. I don't want to miss anybody. We got Mike W. Be careful, Z. Sean Livingston.
Yeah, you read that already.
I'm more excited for God of War far right than The Last of Us 2. Okay, we got everybody. Look. So as I was saying, this to say that, hey, to give this quote unquote game of the decade, right? My opinion, you know what I mean? And I also said that, I've given Last of Us his prop. I said, it's arguably said that Last of Us is a bigger franchise than Uncharted. I've said that numerous times. And the reason why I said that, because biggest 343 studios is they should be working on multiple projects. And I also said that they took 10 developers from the Uncharted team and started on The Last of Us. You remember the argument. And we can arguably say that The Last of Us is a bigger title than the Uncharted series. You know what I mean? And I've said this numerous times. I'm not saying it's in, but I'm just saying, but me, if we're talking about, I said it just right. When you think of God of War, traditionally, right? Maybe this may make sense to you guys, right? You just think of it as action, right? Hack and slash, is mowing motherfuckers down, right?
Right.
And in this game here, just the character alone, right? With this game, you got to know a different side of Kratos, more or less. Even though he showed you about his family with the ashes and stuff. You know what I mean? Him really caring. And then also having, like I said, a protagonist, you know what I mean? The story's still progressing, still growing. Then you find out that the son is a god and just that and the other. Like, this shit was, like, just crazy. From start, like, it didn't really, like, some games you go to these highs and you had these lows. I understand in God of War, some of the highs were, you know what I mean? It wasn't always up here. But, in my opinion, The Last of Us came off here, then it went here. Way down here. I'm not saying they're going to pick back up again, they come all this kept an even tone, and niggas said and got me enthralled in the story. I'm like, oh shit! When the ending alone, when Thor show up coming riding that motherfucker Thunderbolt back at that shack, like god damn, like you know what I mean. So if we just talking about even the way that they changed the game, you know what I mean, the way it used to be, you know what I mean. It's like damn, you know how many developers would have can pull that off? Like you, like it's like you look at Gears of War, whatever the case, Halo. You know it for being, and to totally change the way it is, with the way you know for me, to make it even more successful than it's ever been. That alone, you got to sit back and take your hat off to him, bro. Like goddamn, you know what I mean? Like if you look, be real talking, just comparing God of War, it's not even the numbers, God of War to the other ones. It plays like none of them, completely different, a much deeper immersed story. Like this shit is crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? The storytelling aspect of it, this next time, I'm like, you know what I mean? My opinion, man. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, God of War takes it.
Yeah, because I gotta agree with him. Because like this, even though it's like you said, a hack and slash, that the story fits right along with the hack and slash. Cause think about it, any nigga show up at my house, nigga, I'm gonna beat they motherfucking. You feel me? Like you felt that shit. Like nigga, my jit is in here. The fuck you talking about, bitch? I'm Kratos. You about to wet his ass whooping. You feel me? So I felt that shit, and the whole story, the pace of the game stayed kind of high. You feel me? So it made it work very well. It gave you a reason to want to fuck everything up, dog. So it was perfect for me.
It gave you a good flow of anything. It gave you, you know, that high, intense, you know, adrenaline rush moment. And then, like, whenever you get back in a boat and then, like, you're going back to, like, the little central location, that's like your little cool down moment before you get back into the crazy shit. You know, it just had a good flow of it.
It did. I mean, it kept you engaged. But we have a few bills here. Cake Batter with the $5. Crackdown 3 fans can at least say their trash game was fun. I played the online. That was not fun. AP the Shooter with the 5. One continuous shot from start to finish. Mic drop. Last of Us is fire, but it or no game from any platform holds a candle to this. Leave my home grocery store. Young Boy Gip with the 5. Both studios are amazing, but which one do y'all think will make the game better? Naughty Dog making God of War or Santa Monica making The Last of Us?
Read that again.
I give it Naughty Dog.
Read that again.
So both studios are amazing, but which one do y'all think would make the game better? Naughty Dog taking on God of War or Sony Santa Monica taking on The Last of Us?
If they would swap games,
if they like swap games, who do you think would be better? I'm going to Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog, yeah.
Yeah, Naughty Dog, yeah.
I'll stick with
There's a reason Naughty Dog is the best in the industry. There's a reason.
Yeah, they're up there. But Magic with the $4.99. The Last of Us made a hotline. God of War made it a hot song. And John with the $4.99. Wouldn't most of you agree that gameplay is most important? Because in order to progress through any game, story or otherwise, you must enjoy the gameplay. Yeah, gameplay is always king.
Some people that like Death Stranding.
Well, I mean, different strokes for different folks, man.
I mean, if we're talking about in terms of better, like, let's be realistic, right? You got to break it down because I think like both has great stories, but when it comes to action, God of War starts from the top and it ends with great action. Like you really can't argue with that. Like that shit keeps you interested from the beginning to the very end. Like
here would be my thing.
Moments in The Last of Us where you're like, right, but God of War doesn't give you that moment. Like it's great from the start and it ends great.
From what I've gotten from people, they like the story of Last of Us better, but a lot of people that said they didn't like it, they all had the same complaint, and that was the gameplay. But with God of War, I don't really hear people complaining about either.
Well,
listen, that's other people's opinion. You need to play these games for yourself.
I'm not giving my opinion. Have I said anything about my opinion, fuck nigga?
You
always trying to be on the fence, nigga.
I love how J-Dub just twisted that whole fucking statement into bullshit.
I'm like, man,
I didn't give an opinion. I didn't even give an opinion.
He twisted the fuck out of that whole statement.
He's like, when defensive attack. When you're in a defensive attack.
No,
he twisted the fuck out of that.
I'm like, look, just play this shit and get your own. You played that strand.
I'm not talking about my opinion
on YouTube.
I'm just saying, people that say they like God of War never complained about gameplay or story. But the people I know that didn't like Last of Us said the gameplay was kind of janky, and some of the AI was kind of janky.
Mm-hmm. It don't matter to them. Maybe the story outweighed all of that shit.
Guess what, motherfucker? I'm telling you what they said.
Saying, right?
I said the people that didn't like it. I'm talking about the people that said they didn't like it. I'm not talking about people that
I'm gonna say I take your fucking word for it.
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear my preface? Did you hear my preface? I said the people that didn't like it. So obviously they can't like both. This is the people that didn't like
the game.
Nigga, I'm not talking about me.
Oh shit.
Like for instance, Mars said he don't like story games. Like Mars said he don't like story games.
They're saying about Moss.
Look at that picture and you're like,
I fear for my life right now. Shit, Tsunami coming in. Ladies, he dancing around like on Michael Jackson's beat it.
How am I dancing around and said I ain't beat this shit? Get over it.
Hey, Tsunami, what's the song? Hey, what's the song? What's the song, Tsunami? Hoes mad. Hoes mad.
I'm not mad. I'm laughing. Jay mad. He over there attacking. He punched the old ladies in the eye because they said, "Excuse me." Like, oh, I thought you came for my game.
You always telling us about other people what you heard, and I'm like,
nigga, I'm not
your personal opinion by beating the game.
But I would be a fraud taking my personal opinion for a game I ain't finished.
You give your personal
yeah. Keep the moving. Push it around. Go, keep going. Tell them why you mad.
Oh man, this is crazy.
I'm just saying, like.
Oh man.
I'm just saying the Last of Us is legendary, different reason God of War, and it deserves it. It's rightful. And as Kratos,
your name not Kratos no more. You've been stripped of your title. Zaire is the new Kratos. Next gen Kratos.
But yeah, man, I think it deserved it, and obviously the mass thing. Maybe, right? Maybe, this next God of War or the next The Last of Us 2, right? And I still go back to The Last of Us was released in 2013, and so it's our oldest fuck last generation game, and yet we're still comparing the two. I think that in itself can say it stood the test of time. Sure.
Yeah, The Last of Us is a great game.
Yeah.
Kick Batter with the $2. Why no GTA 5 talk?
We did.
To be honest, bro, I love GTA 5.
Yeah, we talked about it.
That's the game of all time.
No. Probably because Grand Theft Auto 5 is not the best Grand Theft Auto. It is the best selling, but it is not the best Grand Theft Auto.
The online's just so good. Yeah, the online's just so good.
Look here, let me tell you something. I've never seen, well, besides World of Warcraft and all them other PC games, but there's never been a game on console that has had the longevity that Grand Theft Auto 5 has presented.
Yeah,
we know that.
Like, we talking a 6-year-old game. Well, 7 now, if you want to count that.
But
it came out on last gen, actually.
But to be fair, the previous games we didn't have all the microtransactions and all other shit with the online stuff. That was
we had it before, but this shit is took to another.
Yeah, but it wasn't on the level of 5.
Yeah, but think about it. PS3 barely had online service. It was just getting started, so it wasn't as rampant. This generation is when the online really just went full blown.
But why are you taking that away from the game? That's a good part.
I'm not
of the
taking
game
that. Listen, you putting words in my mouth. I didn't take nothing away from that.
You said the other ones aren't. The other ones.
You didn't listen to what I say, nigga. Shut up and listen. I said Grand Theft Auto 5 is not the best Grand Theft Auto that they've made. It's the best selling. I'll put Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Before Vice City before Part 5.
Hold on, wait. So
now as I said,
wait, we just want to discount the online completely because that's a part of the game.
To me, the online mix is the best GTA. But if we go by the campaign, San Andreas,
If we take away
the story was better.
But
then again, Jay only likes story games.
The rest of them didn't have it. If San Andreas had an online right now, that motherfucker.
Guess what? It doesn't.
Okay.
And Street Fighter 2 had online. Fuck no, this shit didn't have it.
let's talk about Legos, fucker.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, to be fair, GTA 4 had an online. It wasn't nothing like GTA 5.
Yeah, exactly. All that was
GTA 4 was the worst. Yeah, GTA 4 was the worst GTA ever.
I was into GTA 4 like that.
That shit was boring. Yeah, that shit was not.
It was okay.
That shit did not.
I didn't mind it.
I wasn't into it like that.
Like, you coming from Andreas to 4, and then you realize, oh, I can't even get into a jet no more.
Yeah. Like GTA 5 was a big step up from 4, to be honest. Just even in the campaign.
Yes, yeah. Listen, Part 4 was like a stepping stone.
Part 4 was pretty. That was about it.
Part 4 was a transition period for him.
Yeah. Now, what do we think about GTA 6? We think they're going to take it to the next level? Kind of keep the same.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
If they actually confirm that they're actually working on it.
No, they're working on it. They need that game out. Right now,
what y'all think about this?
Bet on that game. Yeah, me and him have a bet on the game.
About this? You think it's like going to always be online? Like they're going to
yes.
Hell yeah! Single player type
think about it.
I'm talking about they're going for a goal the whole single player.
No, they're going to have a single player.
No. They're going to have a. That's part. That's one thing I can say about them. They have a fire online, but they do come right, just like Red Dead. They come correct with their single. They don't sacrifice the single player for the multi, because once they do that, then people are gonna be like, oh, you done watered down some shit. Because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people are only single player, story driven players. That gamers. They don't fuck with. I still know to this day a lot of people that don't fuck with the of Grand Theft Auto.
Well, man, oh man, it's been a highly contested show today. You know, we had shows. I guess everybody brought up some valid points. We got another bill here. No, let's see this right quick.
No, it was just cake batter about the GTA 5 talk.
Man, oh man. I guess my man Kratos, he ain't backing down. He sticks to his guns before The Last of Us.
But see, we got The Last of Us 2 that's coming out. Mm-hmm. Do you think that one's gonna put you to sleep? And
I hope not.
Slow story.
I hope not. I'm just saying, I hope not. I can't wait.
Who's taking bets? Who's taking bets if he don't beat it?
Let's see. I'll play. I mean, first of all, I'm trying to become
that's not a hard bet.
Man, shit. Y'all stop acting like I don't play those games, man.
No. I'm with you. Like, look, I don't think you'll beat it. But I don't think people have to beat a game. I don't agree with it.
Hey, bro, you must don't know me. You just coming around, Buck. If I like a game, I beat a game a day and a half or 2 games. I beat Devil May Cry 5 in 2 goddamn days, bro. I play that bitch for hours. If I get caught up in it, I play it for hours.
You still ain't beat Gears 4 or 5.
I don't play the story. I mean, shit, I don't like the story. I like the multiplayer.
Last 4 games I've watched you play. You played the first chapter.
I don't really care for the single player. I don't care for the single player. I like the multiplayer. Shit, I ain't played the single player Battlefield. You know I love fucking Battlefield.
That's just trash.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Fuck, you know what I mean? I tell you before, I'll play what the fuck I like. If I don't like some shit, I ain't gonna play through it.
I agree.
Look, shit, Detroit Become Human. I went through that bitch like in 2-3 days. I liked it. I got caught up in the story and played that bitch straight through. You know what I mean?
Hey, I didn't have the space for Forza, so I couldn't install it.
I told you I got the mental fortitude, man. I told you. Don't even try, big fella. Yeah, you know what I mean? We playing tonight. What we on tonight? Y'all playing? Nephew playing something?
Tsunami, what you playing tonight?
Why you fucking with Tsunami?
What did he say?
I ain't heard.
He said, "What you playing tonight?"
You gotta go.
I'm finishing up my build on my PC. That's what I'm doing.
He's gonna be crossing his legs in front of Phil.
That motherfucker playing Roblox PC, bro. What you gonna play on that?
Playing Roblox.
Once you finish building it.
I'm gonna Skype your mother.
All right, bro. Listen, man. I'll put a bullet in you. Chill out with that.
Oh, damn.
That line you don't cross.
He's D. Don't call him Goofy.
No, don't call him an enthusiast.
Yeah, enthusiast.
He said, "Well, this motherfucker called me an enthusiast. I'll eat your face."
Yeah.
Wait. He said he called you an enthusiast?
Oh my God! That's an old ass joke. Come on, Tricky.
Here we go right here. But ladies and gentlemen,
even I know that
one. I'm going over. Literally, I'm not logging in, so 2 seconds. I'm going over on Twitch. Continue the same conversation. You can play whatever. You want?
Wait, hold on. We do have one more bill. None of your business with the $5. Fuck them, Z. Play what you like. Leave the Wii. Play games in the dust. Great show, guys, as usual.
That's baby girl. Listen, also shout out to None of Your Business. I just got it the other day. What I'm gonna do is not Friday morning. It's Saturday morning before these guys. I ain't got no job. I'm gonna hop on. I'm gonna do 4 first, and then I'm gonna go to what's called. Thank you very much. So, for sending me Uncharted 4. I just got it the other day. So I'm gonna play that. They said Z play Uncharted 4 first. So they said it's much better.
No, put it in Last of Us. No,
I ain't got a Last of Us. I ain't got I told you I hit with a 5-figure discount. Let me see right quick.
Yeah, you missed it, man.
I sent you mine
last month.
Oh, they did.
On PS. Yeah, on PS.
Oh, well, you send me yours.
I'll send you a copy. Them shit's like $3.
Oh, shit, say no more. You know my man Ray Little means right about now. I got lawyer fees, man. Oh, here we go. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I'm gonna drop the link here. Come on over. We bugging out still. Niggas still beating tsunami legs in. That's what happens when you show up late. You know what I mean? And yeah,
he got some really white, thick legs too. I gotta say.
Hey, listen.
What? Paul. Wait, hold the phone. Wait, what?
He's about to come. He's about to jump it all of them.
Wait.
Was that Buck again?
Buck again.
Hey, Buck.
That's old man Buck. AK Buck Nasty.
I'm a man, Buck.
Hey, you on that sick shit, motherfucker?
Hey yo.
Nigga,
I didn't post that. I didn't post that picture.
He popped the ecstasy pill or something.
Hey, nah, Buck, you on one. Hey yo, hold up.
Nigga rubbing his chest.
Hey yo, hold up. Hey, hold up.
Man, you guys had to make up all this Tyrone shit, but Buck is actually suspect.
Hey yo, hold up. Oh shit, Buck. Hey yo, Buck. Hey, hold up. Hey, hold on 1 second, yo.
Hey, yo, Buck is a 42-year-old
I'm gonna drop
virgin.
a link in the chat. Like I said, we going live on Twitch right now. But check this out, right? That's why we changed name Buck from Young Buck to AKA Buck Rogers, AKA Old Man Buck.
Roger.
Motherfucker.
Hit that like button before y'all leave too, man.
Hit the like button. But look, click that link right there. You'll know exactly what we talking about. Like you said, we always go click that link right there. But listen, we're going to be live on Twitch playing whatever. I'm going in right now.
Oh, wait. Also, shout out to the Brub and Bully website. We're killing it over there.
Yeah, I also want to say this. For those that are, comment on the articles, make an account. For those that are most active in the month, we're going to send you a $60 point card, whether it's PSN or Xbox Live or Amazon or whatever. They comment on the title. I appreciate those that been rocking out and, like I said, supporting. But yeah, here we go right here. If you don't have the Twitch right here, you guys know my Twitch by now, but we're going right over here right now to Twitch. Literally 2 seconds. I ain't gotta log in on this shit. I'm going booting it up raw. Pause. He said, "Damn." He said, "Since I'm got a set of legs on him too." What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, what's going on? 5? All right, yeah.
Hey, you about to stop popping the mollies, man.
Buck nasty. Don't even try to fight him. Motherfucker act like he been in cell block D for the past 5 years.
Yeah, that's Buck nasty.
Yeah.
Buck said he got. Buck said he could definitely.
They called him Buck Molly. God.
Hey yo.
Hey yo. Gaming when he finally caught a Money Mike in that bathroom.
Hey yo. What the hell going on here, man?
Hey, wait, hold on. That's a combo right there. What was it? Tsunami says bitches are jealous of his eyelashes.
Molly.
Oh yeah.
He says bitches are jealous of his eyelashes.
Yeah. But we're going live right now. Come on.